Hello children, so we are back with circle theorems. So it's all about circle, right? And basically there are 8 rules in circle theorems, and using these 8 rules you will be able to solve all of the questions. And to help you, we have segregated the questions in different types, and we have put in our website examprep.world. You can actually log into this website and go to the topic of circle theorems and see I have segregated type 1, type 2, type 3 and type 4 in different types of questions which actually figure out an exam. So I have done this to help you so that when you see the question you will know the answer, how to do it. Okay. So if I give generalized, then it will be a jumble of everything. So better is segregation. So we are now going to do type 1 questions where we have radius and tangent related questions. So you have radius and tangent. Radius is always perpendicular to tangent, if you remember. Okay, so for your thing, what I will do, because we are talking of radius related to tangents, so let us understand what I am talking about. We have a circle here, and let me draw a tangent. This line is called a tangent which touches the circle at only one point. Now, if you have a radius which is touching the tangent, okay. So remember, this always make a 90 degrees. The tangent makes a radius 90 degrees with the radius at the point of contact, wherever may be the tangent. Now look at another tangent. This is also a tangent, okay. Now if I draw a radius to that tangent, this radius is also, this is radius, see, this radius also makes a 90 degrees with this tangent. It is true for everywhere. So this is a basic first rule which you should remember, and this 90 degrees we are going to use to solve our question. Okay, so tangent and radius related questions. So we begin the questions. Here we have a circle. Let me zoom it for you. Okay. So we have a circle where the radius is 7 centimeters and the length of tangent is 24 centimeters. Okay. If O is the center of circle, then OP. How do we find this OP? Do you see this triangle is a right angle triangle? Okay. So you are asked to find hypotenuse. You can apply Pythagoras theorem to do this. So Pythagoras theorem will be root of 24 square plus 7 square. How much it is? Calculate. It should be 25. Exactly. So it is 25. See, we used Pythagoras theorem and our first rule which was telling that tangent is always perpendicular to the radius. Okay. I hope you have understood this one. Let's move on to the next one. In this figure, before even reading the question, actually you can see the figure and understand. See, these are two tangents. Two tangents are making angle of how much? 40 degrees with among themselves, and these are OB and OC are radius. And what is BC? BC is a chord. Okay. Now, they are asking angle BOC. How do we find this angle? For this angle, I suggest that you should draw a line, construct a line like this. Okay. Now, how many triangles do you have? I see two triangles, ABO and ACO. And these two triangles are congruent. Why they are congruent? Because this side is equal to this side equals to this side, and both have 90 degrees SAS congruency. Both triangles are congruent. Okay. So now that means this angle should be equal to this angle, which is 20, and this is also 20. Correct? Now, what will be the third angle? 90, 20. So this should be 70 inside. This angle is 70 degrees. So this angle should also be 70 because both triangles are congruent. 70 plus 70, 140. So our angle is 140 degrees. Easy to understand? What we are using? Tangent is always perpendicular to the radius. Okay. Now let's do another question. Two concentric circles. What does concentric circle mean? Concentric circle means the circles which have same center. Here you see this smaller circle and a bigger circle. Now what is AB? AB is chord to the bigger circle, but it is tangent to the smaller circle, right? So if it is tangent to the smaller circle, this angle has to be 90, correct? Now, they are asking the length of chord AB, and the bigger radius is 6. So this length is 6, and the smaller length is 6 and 10, sorry. So the bigger radius is 10 and the smaller is 6, obviously. So as for Pythagoras theorem, this is 90 degrees. So how much will be AP? AP will be equal to root of 10 square minus 6 square. 100 minus that is 664, which is 8. So AP is 8. If AP is 8, the radius divides the chord in two equal parts. AP is equal to PB. That is another circle theorem. A radius divides the chord when it is touching at 90 degrees in two equal parts. So AP equals to PB. So this is 8, this is also 8. So what is the length of chord AB? 8 plus 8, 16. Right? So it is 16 centimeter. Understood? Here what theorem we are using? Suppose there is a circle and there is a chord here, and a line perpendicular to the chord. A line perpendicular to the chord always divides the chord in two equal parts. This theorem we are using, okay? Apart from tangent being perpendicular to the radius. Done? We move on to the next one. A chord AB subtend an angle 60 degrees at the center of circle. Then the angle between the tangents to the circle is drawn AB. So we draw the circle. First we draw a chord, center. The chord is subtending an angle of 60 degrees at the center. That means this angle is how much? 60 degrees. Now what is the angle subtended? Now this, let the chord be AB, let the center be O. So we will draw two tangents here. They are asking us this angle. Okay, understood. The chord is subtending 60 degrees at the center, and what is the angle the tangents are subtending? Okay, let us join this angle once, this line. So this is 30. So this is how much? 60. Why? Because this was 90 degrees and this is also 90 degrees. Radius is perpendicular to the tangent. 60. So this also has to be 60 because these two triangles are congruent. 60 plus 60, 120 degrees. One shortcut I will tell you in such questions, this angle plus this angle will be 180. Okay. So if you are writing SAT or some other exam, you can use this trick. Okay. The angle made by tangents and the angle made by the radius, right? And they are meeting, then the sum will be 180. See, this was 60, so this is 120, isn't it? That is a shortcut. But in your exam, you will have to prove in this fashion. Okay. So with this, I end this type of question. You can go to our website examprep.world. You can practice all the questions which are given there in this type. Mostly I have covered all the questions, so it will help you. And even if you are finding some difficulty, you can go through the mark scheme, the solutions part. Okay, thanks.